to see you. Thanks for joining me here. What do you see the government organizations that are here wrestling with when it comes to moving data back and forth and using that data, doing that all in a secure environment?
Well, great question. At BeyondTrust, from our perspective, security, BeyondTrust is really focused on protecting information and really protecting the access to the information. So the most important thing in securing and moving data for the defense intelligence mission really is protecting privileged access, as well as human entity privilege access and non-human entity privilege access, because that is the key compromise that nation states, our adversaries, are looking to compromise. As we see in the public breaches that have been disclosed recently, most importantly, the Okta identity provider breach, where super admin privileges have been stolen at the browser level, enabling a service provider, a third party, to start looking into your data. And this is cloud-centric, but the same threat vector of cloud security with the Office 365 compromise and the Microsoft Azure environment that's impacted the federal government. We're consistently seeing the same patterns, even with the MGM casino breach. Same tools, same tactics, techniques, and procedures. So as security people, we're concerned about the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of mission data. Confidentiality makes sense. The adversary wants to breach the data. It could be a malicious insider, could still be an external attack vector, but the external for the defense community is maybe minimizing. The internal is rising. And as we go to cloud, we're creating more threat vectors, more access points. And it's interesting because I really want to compromise the confidentiality of mission data, but I can't do that as easily because things like zero trust identity controls are being implemented. So in terms of challenges, it's really that privileged access, but in terms of the what can we do, what's the next step, it really is implementing zero trust identity controls. With the principles that have been laid out by the DoD program office, we're really looking at, we want to do one thing to cause another. It's all, cause and effect. So if we impact the availability of data, right, you mentioned the moving of huge volumes of data. So if I can compromise that availability, that might give me a new opportunity to compromise the confidentiality, because I may go off a secure government network onto a commercially available network that might be controlled by a nation state. So, the sources and methods are always the thing we want to protect, but there's just some captain obvious things that are going on. And then even the integrity of the data set, as data is moving to AI and machine learning based models, as a malicious insider, if I can influence the model to get a bad outcome, compromising the integrity, I want to do that too. So, mission intelligence decisions are off, and that gives, again, our adversary an advantage. But it still comes back to, I have this fundamental of the attack vector, which is the MITRE attack model number 6, which is privilege escalation. That's where we're still not doing the best at eliminating that threat. So at BeyondTrust, we have a point of view. We want to get you out of that administrator risk and really giving just-in-time privilege, no standing privilege, expiration of unused privilege, revoking it so it's not available in memory, as well as breaking away from endpoint risks with application whitelisting. So local admin threats, excessive shadow admin threats are eliminated because it's no longer supported in the model. And I think those are some key things to think about implementing in the zero trust activities that the DoD has laid out for not only the agencies, but the mission partners as well.
Michael Saintcross, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for joining me today.
No, thank you.